What's up, guys? Maximus Batson, the regular guy, coming with a different kind of video today. Um, I've been wanting to make a video like this, regarding, just our everyday life and motivation and stuff like that. I'm not switching my angle on the type of videos I make, but it's just something I've been thinking about a lot. Um, you could say lately, but, it's just stuff you think about. Um, I was thinking about it today on the way to work too, about two subjects that I think people kind of either take for granted or they forget to think about sometimes. Um, it's difficult to have one point of view because everybody has a different point of view on it, and it's hard to talk about a certain subject for a short amount of time. So I know the attention span with YouTube videos is 10 minutes, so I'm gonna try to keep it under 10. But if I go over, I apologize. But it's just something that I think people making videos now, they're all about worrying about what you think, watching the videos, and of course, that's what they have to do because, you know, they base their videos and basically their life on the thumbs up, on the likes, on the comments, on the negatives, all that stuff. So the subject that I have been thinking about lately is two subjects that combine into one, which is life and death. Um, we're not guaranteed life at all. Life is not guaranteed to anybody. And you might say, well, no, we're alive now. True. That is very true. But, you know, some people don't even have the chance, or you could say some, children, you could say, don't even have the chance to take a first breath. So even though they're alive, they're not guaranteed that life. We're not guaranteed even this life that we're living now because we don't know what's going to happen. The only thing that is guaranteed is, like they say, is taxes and death. Those two things are guaranteed. Now, it's hard to think about these two subjects when we're caught up in life, actual life with, all the stresses and everything we have to think about and, you know, just the things that we have to go through every day, like the stresses of work, the anxiety we get of just living the life that we have now. And it sometimes makes you think things that you would never think you would think of. I know that was kind of confusing, but, you know, I'm the type of person that always considered myself, of strong character, strong-willed, and would always think about something before even doing it or even contemplating a certain thing. Um, when I was in the military, it was totally different. Uh, I was really strong character, thick-skinned, as we called it in the Marine Corps, and I would never think about the things that I think about now. It's not about that I had more time to think about it now. It's just you think totally different when you switch from environments. Um, to actually think about death to me was the scariest subject to think or even talk about. I would never think about it because death is scary. I mean, death is something that we're all looking forward to, and that's our final destination. And whatever happens after we pass away, whether we go to the next life or whatever you think happens to us when we pass away, that's everybody's own opinion. But when you start to think about how death is a solution, that's when you have to hit the brakes on life, and you have to really analyze what you're really thinking about. I would never in a million years would have thought I would think about something like that because, like I said, I would always think about people that would choose that option of either taking their lives or finding an easy way out. Not easy, but it is difficult. Death is difficult, even though there are easy ways to, like, you know do what you have to do, I guess, to do it. But it really makes you think on why we think that sometimes death is the solution to life. You know, the struggle of life, the hardship of life, of how difficult sometimes life is. And that's when I really started to think, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? And I know I'm not the only one thinking about it. I know there's a lot of people out there that think about, you know, maybe that is the solution. Maybe that is the solution to, not worry about any problems, not having to worry about anything else, and just cutting it short. You deciding your own fate, not living out your life. And there's a lot of things in life that make you think like that. It's there's stresses in life. There's people, actions. One example for me was when my mom passed. She passed from cancer. It was a turning point in my life. It changed the way I thought about everything. It changed the way I saw things. It changed the way I felt. Um, basically, my emotions shut down. So it was totally different now. After that event. That's the only event that has really affected me in a way that the best way to explain it is, it's like having a wound, a deep wound, and putting the strongest stitches and the thickest bandages on it, and it's still gonna bleed. You know, Sometimes it's hard for people to understand, how difficult it really is. But it is difficult, and those are just hardships in life that we have to deal with. And those things make you think a lot about, death. Uh, it did make me get scared of death even more once I saw, a loved one not there anymore. I never tell the story, about that hardship. Only the lucky few have heard that story. I'm a really reserved guy. I don't like talking about my personal stuff, because it's, everybody, especially here, people like to throw their life out there so everybody could judge them. And it's really difficult to put yourself in that position. But it's what we do. It's what we do now in this social media, type of life that we have, that we base everything on, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. We live for those, certain things now. And you can say, well, you're on YouTube and you're making videos and, you're putting this out there and you're putting yourself out there. And it's true. I am. But the difference with me is I don't need a like. I don't need a comment. You might not even like this video at all and might say, go F yourself. Who cares about what you think about life and death? You know? But there is going to be that one person that watches this video and knows that at least there's someone like me that may be feeling the same way they're feeling. So with that said, um, sometimes it's good to hit the brakes. Sometimes it's good to, take it off cruise control, step back, and look at your life. You know, see how hard it really is, and see, you know, your point of view on life. There are many things for us to live for. It's not just you. There are other people that depend on you. There are other people looking up to you. There are other people that you make a difference to, even though they might not show it. Sometimes it's difficult at work or any other situation, school, that, you bust your ass, you hit the books, you clock in, you do what you have to do, and you're not appreciated sometimes. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's hard to be like, what am I working for? What am I really striving for? And you can say, well, you don't have to work for other people. You can open up your own business. Very true. But to open up a own business, there are other obstacles you have to go through. So life is full of obstacles. Life is hard. Nobody said it was going to be easy. We didn't sign up for this. This is our choice. This to live the way, we're living our life now. Um, think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing in life. Think about what makes you happy. Think of all the things that are out there that basically put together your life. And it'll make you think more of how much life is taken for granted, and at the same time, how valuable your life is. How valuable it is to you, how valuable it is to the person you make happy, the person you make smile, the person that, you may send a message to and you might not think of how much that message means to that person. It's important to think that we do matter in this life. Whether we feel it or not, we matter, no matter what. This was a different kind of video for me. Kind of went deep into the way I think. But I do think this stuff. I do, I'm a good listener. I give people advice. I do help people, sometimes when they have questions or, when they need help with something, I'm usually the one there giving feedback. I don't ask for feedback. I never have. I'm always the one that finds the way to, solve something. I'm stubborn. Sometimes that's not good. Sometimes it's good to open up. Sometimes it's good to let out what you feel to heal that wound or heal the wounds that life has left behind, Don't base your life on social media. Don't base it on, likes, dislikes, negative comments. At the end of the day, those people don't matter. At the end of the day, as sad as it sounds, we're all alone, and I've said this before. It's just us. It's us against the world. So don't base yourself on negativity. Who cares if people don't like you? There are probably more people that like you than dislike you. So just see it that way. It has to be, it doesn't always have to be negative. It always has to be positive. There's always positives to something, no matter how hard it might seem. So with that said, I hope I helped some of you out there. I'm going to try to push out more videos like this, talking about different subjects to knock some sense into, some of the people out there that, need the sense knocked into them sometimes, including myself. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Doesn't matter. As long as I help somebody out there to think about things differently, that's all that matters to me. So if you want to leave a comment, whether it's positive or negative, you do your thing. So with that said, I hope this knowledge helped you, and I hope I can help you in future videos, just speaking to you out there and, saying it how it is, not sugarcoating it, because sometimes we live with a blindfold over our eyes because we really don't want to see what's in front of us. So, stay motivated, stay strong, keep grinding, and, we're all going to live a happy life no matter how we see it. So find the happiness in your life, smile, and live life to the fullest. Maximus Batson, the regular guy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Yeah.